Coming up, Silent Hill might be returning, Cyberpunk 2077 is coming to PlayStation, and Fatal Frame for the very first time is coming to PC. Before we start this video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to this very channel so that you can watch more game news every single week. Well, what is that one horror game that everybody wants? No, it's not Five Nights at Freddy's, it's Silent Hill. Fans keep on pointing that Kojima might be making the next Silent Hill, ticking out his tweets where he's reading something and people take it as a hint of, oh man, that has got to be the next Silent Hill game, man. Well, now there's a brand new rumor. Nope, this time it's not from Kojima, this time it's from a new developer studio by the name Blue Box Studio. This studio is currently making a game called Abandoned, which apparently will be a horror game. Blue Box tweeted out recently saying, guess the name, Abandoned equals first letter S, last letter L, reveal closing in, PS5 exclusive. And with that tweet, fans went bonkers immediately, pointing out that it is the next Silent Hill game. After a lot of people kept on saying it's Silent Hill, Blue Box themselves apologized for the situation in a tweet saying, we wanted to set things straight. We have no relations with Konami. Silent Hill is owned by Konami. We do not have any relations with Hideo Kojima. It was never our intention to tease the name as Silent Hill. We sincerely apologize for this. Sure, that's a lot of bullshit. No, that's not me, that's a fan saying actually. Almost every reply in that apology tweet says that it is a little bit weird that they will put out a tweet like this without referencing Silent Hill, and also expecting people to not mention Silent Hill as the name. Well, the only way to know what this name is that starts with S and ends with L, we will have to wait. Well, few things to mark out. Silent Hills is a property of Konami, and unless and until Konami is not selling Silent Hills to someone else, no one can ever make a Silent Hill game because, well, they are using a property that doesn't belong to them. When Hideo Kojima was working with Konami, he was able to make the Silent Hills game, but then he left out. So now he cannot make a Silent Hills game, he can make something of his own horror type game which could be similar to Silent Hill. And this is where I believe this new game Abandoned could be very much similar to that of Silent Hills and maybe have some sort of references to Silent Hill. Well, what do you guys think of this? Is it gonna be another Silent Hills game or will it just be a normal horror game? Let me know in the comments below because I'll be replying to you guys in my PC, which is in the other room, not in this room. Sad noises, please. Guess which game is coming back? It's Cyberpunk. Wow, you guys are very quiet for that one. Cyberpunk did not have a great launch overall, but it did run very well in PC. But that wasn't the same for consoles, especially for PlayStation 4. It ran so badly that Sony took the game out of PlayStation Store after a week it was launched, and they had to give refunds to a lot of gamers. And Sony, they don't give money back, they take money in. Well, ever since that, CD Projekt Red has been working on fixing this game with a number of update patches and a lot more fixes that has actually made the game a lot more better, and it runs really good right now on PC. The CEO of CD Projekt Red said something back in April that they wanted to make sure to make this something that they would be proud of. Well, now it looks like Cyberpunk will be returning to PlayStation Store this week. It was found that people can wishlist it in PlayStation, but it's not available to buy yet. CD Projekt Red has now confirmed that it will return fully next week. This is also told in a regulatory announcement by CD Projekt Red that Sony is reinstating the availability of the digital edition of Cyberpunk 2077. But Sony has also warned PS4 users that they may suffer some issues with the game, and the team is still working on fixing them. So you are telling me that the game is still not fixed for PlayStation 4 players? That's great. The CEO of CD Projekt Red said that they want to live up to what they promised, that is free DLCs and more content, and currently half of the team is working on the current build and the other half is working on the next gen version. It's interesting to see that CD Projekt Red is bringing back Cyberpunk to PlayStation, which is amazing with fixes and all of that, but I don't think so people will buy that game because, again, a lot of people already consider Cyberpunk as a failure and a buggy, messy game. It's similar to that of No Man's Sky because it launched in a horrible state and it was not the game that was told to be, but then it has changed. It is now something that everybody wanted, and now they're giving up free content updates almost every 6 to 7 months. So maybe next year, people might be able to buy Cyberpunk and probably complete Cyberpunk for those people who have the game right now, including me because I have not completed that game. So yes, I will have to do that sometime. To celebrate 20 years of Fatal Frame, Nintendo had a showcase at E3 where they showed the remaster version of Fatal Frame 5, which is Fatal Frame Made in a Blackwater, which was originally launched in 2015. Although the original did not perform so well because it was kind of repetitive by a lot of people and it was sort of the same thing as the previous games. So maybe this remaster might prove something different. Well, you must be thinking, how so? Well, to be honest, this will be the first time Fatal Frame is coming to PC. Older Fatal Frame games were available on PlayStation or Wii, but never for PC. However, people still used emulators to play them on PC. But this time, it will be the first time it will come to PC. Fatal Frame is that horror game which relies on you taking photos of ghosts to end them or maybe scare them away. Because these ghosts are shy of camera, like the one I'm using right now. So if anybody comes near me, oh, they are fucked. Man, screw the holy water. I can have this camera right here and it can take everybody away. Bring the Annabelle doll right now. It looks like this wasn't the game that people were expecting to celebrate the series with, but the studio behind the games, Koei Tecmo, have plans to make a brand new Fatal Frame. This remastered version of Fatal Frame 5 will release sometime in 2021. I'm really much looking forward to Fatal Frame 5, the remastered version which is coming for the first time to PC. Although the best Fatal Frame game is Fatal Frame 2, it has proved to be, and a lot of people say that, the best horror game from the Fatal Frame franchise are probably the best Japanese horror game of all time. So maybe yeah, I will use an emulator to play Fatal Frame 2. Or not, because there's a hell lot of games that I just don't play, so good luck me. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Do hit that thumbs up button and also comment down below what you think about this video, and subscribe to watch more game news, reviews and much more in this very channel.